Okay, we have Sunday and Monday, April 17th and 18th, 2022. The sun is in Aries and the moon is in Scorpio. Now, we've had this at the very, very beginning of the season. I just want to talk about the sun and moon. So, this is incredibly powerful. Moon in Scorpio is very, very sensitive to dark underground situations, and Aries can be impulsive and not let up very easily. Fighting till the bitter end because that moon in Scorpio adds the real commitment and juice. This is very juicy. Sun in Aries, moon in Scorpio. I just want to speak to an experience I had just the other day on the full moon. So that would be yesterday, so April 16th. The sun and moon square Pluto in Capricorn. So that would be a T-square. And Pluto rules Scorpio. So it's all about the deep, dark underground and anything that you've been avoiding, anything that needs completion or closure, especially if Pluto's there. Pluto is going to drive you to go there. It's going to pull you in. Like I think of the myth of Pluto and the girl who was drawn in by the plant that just magically came up from the earth, and then there was a crack, and down she fell into the underworld. Now, I didn't really have an underworld experience, but it was enough of an experience to really get a warning not to go to a certain place, not to travel to a certain destination that I have been passing by going to ever since May of last year. And I happened to go past this group of people standing up in the car. I'm standing up in their car because I was riding on an electric scooter. And I heard laughing behind me, and then I heard a loud motor of a moped, and then somebody was coming directly toward me. And I thought, well, the person is just riding around, having fun, not really doing anything having to do with me. But it happened multiple times where it was almost going to hit me, but then it didn't. It missed me. And after receiving a very graphic response and then finding a way to get out of the situation, I found it very unexpected, incredibly shocking, unbelievable, out of the blue, scary. It was a little overwhelming, but I had it together and got out of the situation. So it was a little bit confusing to me what the person's intentions were. However, that's all that I want to say about that. But I do want to relate it back to the horoscope of Sun in Aries, Moon in Scorpio, because yesterday was the full moon, and there's more crime during full moons because of the because there's just more emotional, high voltage energy during full moons. And there's another reason, but I'm not going to admit that some of us don't use it in a good way. So I will not say anything more about that. But, um, also the North Node has been in Taurus for the past couple of months. The South Node is in Scorpio, which is past traumas, past um, intense experiences, going in, exposure, um, letting go, taking risks, if I didn't say that before. And North Node in Taurus is, tells you that it would be best for you now to be, to find what stabilizes you, to find what brings you calm and, makes you feel very down to earth. And I don't know if that was just God working in a mysterious way to possibly let me know to follow my own North Node placement, because I do have North Node Taurus, South Node Scorpio in my chart. So possibly this would be a best time for evolution for me. Who knows? But that is the Sun Moon horoscope. We have all these planets in Pisces. We have Mercury in Taurus stabilizing and running our thoughts and thinking process. Mars in Pisces. We want to look and we want to reflect on the situations before jumping into things. And neither the potential victim or culprit really utilized the Mars and Pisces. I mean, Pisces is very, emotional. But, so, that is the horoscope. Thank you for tuning in.